Joseph. I have been taking IELTS and OET classes for quite some time. This is my first video. My plan is to make videos systematically and regularly to help you prepare well for the exam. So we will be discussing all the modules or subtests of both exams in detail. Okay, in this session we are going to discuss these three expressions: though, although, and even though. All right, though is mainly used informally. Though is mainly used in speaking, or while although and even though are mainly used in writing because they are formal expressions. But this distinction is not strictly followed, which means we can use them interchangeably, or we can use though, although, and even though in both speaking and writing. Okay, when it comes to IELTS and OET, they play a vital role. They are very important because there will be situations in both IELTS and OET to connect to situations of contrast or to connect to opposite situations. What I mean is, these three expressions are used to connect ideas of contrast. Okay, I will explain it through an example. I have written two sentences here. One is, it was raining. The second sentence is, I played outside. You can see that these two ideas show contrast, because usually if it's raining, we stay inside instead of playing outside. So there is a contrast between these two ideas. How shall we connect these two ideas? By using though, although, and even though. I will show you. This is the way. Though it was raining, comma, I played outside. Okay, though it was raining, I played outside. This is the example. This is the way that we connected these two sentences using though. This though can be replaced with although and even though. So we can say, though it was raining, I played outside. Although it was raining, comma, I played outside. Even though it was raining, comma, I played outside. Okay, I think it's clear now. I will also make some more points based on this. One is, there must be a comma after the first clause. You have noticed that I have put a comma instead of a full stop. So the answer will be, though it was raining, comma, although it was raining, comma, even though it was raining, comma, I played outside. But if you are putting this portion, the portion with though, although, or even though, after the main portion, there is no need of comma here. You don't have to put any comma. So the answer will be, I played outside, no comma, though it was raining. I played outside, although, no comma before that, although it was raining. I played outside, no comma, even though it was raining. No full stop, no comma. Then you can say although, or though, or even though it was raining. Is that clear? Okay, the next point is, we can either put though, although, or even though at the beginning of a sentence or in the middle of a sentence. I have clearly written that on the board. Look at this example. I played outside though it was raining. You can say the same example this way. I have already written that on the board. Though it was raining, but there must be a comma. Comma, I played outside. Okay. So I have made 2 points now. One is you can either start your sentence with though, although, or even though, or you can put them in the middle of 2 sentences. The second point that I have made is you can put a comma if you are starting your sentence with though, or though, although, or even though. At the end of that clause there must be a comma. But if you are putting this clause after the main portion, then you don't have to put a comma. Okay. Then the third point that I am making is when you make a sentence using though, although, or even though, you are making a complex sentence, which is very, very important in both speaking and writing in both IELTS and OET. What the examiner is looking for, whether you are using more complex structures, sentence structures. So when you use though, although, or even though, you are making a complex sentence. What is a complex sentence? I will explain the sentence structures, simple, complex, or compound sentences later in detail. But now I will just give you a brief explanation about what I mean by complex sentence. Well, just take this example. Though it was raining. Let's take this example sentence. Though it was raining. This is incomplete in meaning. Okay. But I played outside is complete in meaning. It has complete meaning. So, though it was raining has incomplete meaning, but I played outside has complete meaning. Okay. Now, the definition of a complex sentence is, it must have one main clause. It must have one main clause and at least one subordinate clause. And at least one subordinate clause. It must have one main clause and at least one subordinate clause. What is main clause and what is subordinate clause? Main clause or clause means sentence. Main sentence or main clause. Main clause has complete meaning. Okay. Main clause has complete meaning, while subordinate clause does not have complete meaning. It has only incomplete meaning. So main clause has complete meaning, while subordinate clause does not have complete meaning. Now look at this example sentence. In our example, though it was raining does not have complete meaning. So this is a subordinate clause. This is a subordinate clause. But I played outside has complete meaning. So this is the main clause. So since we have written a subordinate clause and a main clause, it is a complex sentence. This is a complex sentence. So when we use though, although, or even though in our English sentences, we are making a complex sentence because we are writing a subordinate clause and a main clause. Does that make sense? I will explain sentence structures and more things in detail later in the future videos. Okay, now I'm going to write more example sentences on the board to help you better understand these. Although it rained a lot, we enjoyed our holiday. Full stop. In this example, although can be replaced with though, or even though. Okay, although it rained a lot, after that I have put a comma, then we enjoyed our holiday. In this example sentence, although it rained a lot is the subordinate clause, while we enjoyed our holiday is the main clause. Okay, so this makes this sentence a complex sentence. And also, since we have started the sentence with although or though or even though, I have put a comma at the end of that subordinate clause. But if I am starting the sentence with we enjoyed our holiday, in this way, we enjoyed our holiday, you don't have to put a comma after that. Although it rained a lot. Now the sentence is, either you can say although it rained a lot, comma, we enjoyed our holiday, or you can say we enjoyed our holiday, no comma, no full stop, although it rained a lot. We can put though and even though in the place of although. Does that make sense? Now let's take another example. I did not get the job. I had, although I had all the necessary qualifications. In this example, I have written I did not get the job although I had all the necessary qualifications. I started the sentence straight away with the main clause. This is the main clause because it has complete meaning, and there is no comma here, there is no full stop and no comma. Then I started the next clause, which is the subordinate clause with although. This although can be replaced with though or even though. Okay, we will discuss another example. Next we are going to I'm going to write two sentences separately. We will connect them. I'm going to write two ideas of contrast. I had never seen her before. Full stop. I'm putting a full stop there. I recognized her from a photograph. I had written two sentences. I had never seen her before, full stop. I recognized her from a photograph. These two ideas are ideas of contrast. Okay? Now how shall we connect them? Using though, although or even though. It's so simple. You just need to put although at the beginning. Although I had never seen her before, full stop will be comma before I recognized her from a photograph. Although can be replaced with though. Though I had never seen her before, comma, I recognized her from a photograph. Or even though I had never seen her before, comma, I recognized her from a photograph. Simple. It's very, very simple. Okay. Now my point is, when we use though, although or even though, we are introducing something surprising or something strange, an idea there. Okay, we are introducing a strange or a surprising or an unexpected idea there. You just look at this. When I say although I had never seen her before, I recognized her from a photograph. Okay, so this is quite strange. This is quite strange. This is strange. This is surprising, and this is unexpected. What is expected? If you are saying this idea, what is expected is, I did not recognize her from a photograph. Without although, I had never seen her before, I did not recognize her from a photograph. That must be quite natural. Okay, so if you are using although I had never seen, or if you are using although with this, then you must introduce an unexpected idea or a surprising idea or a strange idea, which is I recognized her from a photograph. All right. Now, I'm going to write some ideas from IELTS and OET. Okay. When it comes to IELTS and OET, these three expressions are very important. Now look at this. Although, we can use although, though, and even though in OET speaking. Now look at this. Although what you are saying is right, comma, I assure you that medication and proper exercise can alleviate your issues. This is an example sentence taken from OET speaking. We started the sentence with the although. It's a bit lengthy sentence, but look at this. Although what you are saying is right, okay, comma, the patient might have said some arguments, then you are saying, the nurse is saying that although what you are saying is right, comma, I assure you that medication and proper exercise can alleviate your issues. This is quite strange, okay? This idea is surprising, this idea is strange, this idea is unexpected. So there is a contrast, and we have put although, though, or even though here. Okay, the next one is although he recovered from his illness, he is struggling with his mobility. In this example, again, this is a strange idea. Look at this. He recovered from his illness, but something strange is happening after that. He is struggling with his mobility. Okay, now we are connecting these two sentences using although, or though, or even though he recovered from his illness, comma, he is struggling with his mobility. And you can, if you want, you can put this idea first and this idea second. Then it will be he is struggling with his mobility, although, or though, or even though he recovered from his illness. Now I'm going to take an example. Take a couple of example sentences from IELTS. Although various methods have been suggested to reduce the number of cars, many people argue. It's a lengthy sentence. Many people argue. You can put this sentence in your introduction if you want. Argue that raising petrol price is the best means to cut their number. Look at this. This is an example sentence from IELTS. Although various methods have been suggested, this is present perfect passive voice. If you want to know about the grammar of this one, present perfect passive. I will explain all these points later. To reduce the number of cars, many people argue that raising petrol price is the best. Before superlative degree, you may try to use the best means to cut their number. Okay, now you have understood what I mean by using although, though, or even though here, because these two ideas are in contrast. Okay, although various methods have been suggested to reduce the number of cars, many people argue that raising petrol price is the best means to cut their number. Although, I will write one more example sentence. Although controlled diet can have an impact on diabetes and cholesterol, it alone cannot bring these down to a healthy and satisfactory level. Again, there's a contrast in this example sentence. Although controlled diet can have an impact on. After impact, the preposition is always on. On diabetes and cholesterol, it alone cannot bring these down. These means diabetes and cholesterol. These down to a healthy and satisfactory level. There's a contrast in this. So we have used although, or though, or even. Well, my friends, if you find this video useful, please share it with your friends. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can drop them down in the comment box below. I will definitely answer. Thank you.